going to be up in here just always talking about what it was like 30 years ago. So pretty much, let's go ahead and talk about David Benavidez has officially arrived as an elite fighter with his destruction of Andrade in 6. And I know I'm going to get a lot of people mad at me for what I'm saying, but let's keep it real. David Benavidez' last 3 fights were against all guys with great resumes, and he hadn't had that before. Really, his last what 4 out of 5 of his last fights with Darrell, Lemieux, Caleb Plant, and now Andrade. Those 4 guys right there were world champions. They all were pretty pumped up fighters when they were at their best. You know what I mean? But Caleb Plant's still a guy that's considered one of the better 168s. Andrade, a guy who moved up to the division, who was a great middleweight, a great super welterweight. So, pretty much the fight was really his fight to prove if he was ever somebody that we had to take seriously. And David Benavidez went ahead and ended that hype job. You know what I mean? He went ahead and said, okay, this is the mystery has been solved. We thought that the footwork was going to be an issue, but the thing was, David Benavidez makes improvements every single fight. And that's what the great ones do. They make improvements every single fight. Guys that live off of their pure power and, intimidation, those guys don't last long. But David Benavidez, I've seen a lot of growth over the last 4 years. You have to understand, this is the same guy I walked into Jerry's World with when he was the co-main event. All right. So I am very aware of who David Benavidez truly is. And I thought at first it was more of a, gas up job because he's young, he's big, and you know what? He's powerful. And it's something that everybody likes a lot. But then as things progress, you see that David is very serious about being legendary. He's not just settled in on being a good fighter or a great fighter or having a lot of fans. He wants to be legendary. He sees it as the job's not done yet. And it's not even about Canelo. It's about conquering these divisions that he boxes in. It's that simple. And going down as a guy that absolutely was a MFing problem. So, you know what? Much props to David Benavidez. This was a growing moment for David as well, too. You can see a lot of maturity arised with this kid as well, too. His second child is on the way as we speak. He loves his eldest son, as much as anybody loves their kids, you know what I mean? So that's just something special to see. And that this kid, David Benavidez, came a very long way from what he was to what he is now. And so he may be one of the best boxing stories ever when it's all said and done. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it shakes out. But congratulations to my old friend David Benavidez for going ahead and taking care of his business. And he's one step closer to his destiny. I will say this. I know a lot of people don't want to hear this either. I would love to see him fight David Morrell, just as the fight that you use right before you get to Canelo. You had to fight Sotopopsky before you got to the Mr. Sandman. You know what I mean? So that's how you were thinking. You know what I mean? And I think that he goes ahead and disposes of Morrell early so he doesn't have to deal with him after Canelo. That's why I want the Morrell fight coming next. That's truly the biggest reason for that fight coming, is that you destroy him if you can, and then now Canelo, barbecue chicken, because we know the tougher fight is with David Morrell, not with Canelo at the end of the day. So with that, we move forward. Let's go ahead and jump into our final topic, and that's going to be Mr. Ryan Garcia returns to the ring for a tune-up fight in